Okay, let's talk about organs, sale of organs. Organs. Do we like organs?
Yeah.
Yes, we like organs.
From a cow or
We like organs. We like organs because in our lifetime we might need organs. We might need a kidney. We might need a liver. We might need, who knows, right? Organs. Let's talk about the market for organs and another, more government intervention. Since we were talking about the FDA and drugs and medical devices, I just want to take this and briefly talk about the market for organs. In most countries around the world, there is no voluntary market for organs. You cannot go to the marketplace, buy yourself a kidney. Okay? In the US alone, 100,000 people today in the US, 100,000 people are on the wait list for kidneys transplants. Every year, 5,000 people die waiting. Because I think you can do dialysis for 24 months. There is a limit, okay? There's a limit, and then eventually you die. People are dying. 100,000 people are on wait list because we don't have a market for organs. Why shouldn't we have a market for organs? We human beings, we have 2 kidneys. A fundamental right is self-ownership, is owning yourself. You should determine whether you want to sell a kidney or not. Right? Maybe you want to get the money and then go on a vacation. Maybe you want to gamble. Maybe you want to get a surgery for another organ that you have. Right? So it should be up to the individual, self-ownership. You should determine, right? What is the general counter-argument, they say? The general moral counter-argument is that, exploitation. It's like the rich people will go to the marketplace and they buy from the poor people organs and things like that. That's one.
They might even kill the guy.
No, that's not not a free market. In a free market, you would never want to kill the guy.
Okay.
Only under statism you want to kill a guy. There is a black market. In a free market, there is no black market. Everything is free. Everything is contractual, right? So only in only under statism there arises illegal or not illegal, but black markets or markets that are not legal. Okay, so that's the argument. That's the moral argument that most people make. It's like, oh, there is exploitation. But we're going to find out it's the other way around. And I'm going to give you some illustrative example. But I'm going to also talk about the actual exploitation happens, the black market happens under statism, where kidneys and organs are stolen from people. People are killing people so they can take their organs, right? So one country in the world has a free market in organs, and that's like a testing ground. Which country is that?
India?
India? Does it say India over here?
Iran?
Iran.
Oh, bravo.
Iran. Iran. Iran is the only country in the world that has a market for organs. Well, what are the results? What are the prices of organs, by the way? Anyone knows? Like, what would be a price of an organ in Iran?
Probably cheaper than we even imagine.
Yeah.
Well,
400,000?
it's approximately, I'm not sure if it's kidneys or liver, but it's approximately somebody's like half a year's salary or 1 year's salary. Okay? Which is a lot of, whatever their salary is. It would be a different price over here. It would be, because it's market generated. The more buyers and sellers decide, right? Imagine there is an international market, then via arbitrage, probably would be much cheaper. But then you mentioned over there, Patil, earlier, that there is exploitation. And we observe that in, not India, but in Iran, there is no exploitation. As a matter of fact, most of the people that are receiving organs are the poor people. Well, how? It's a 1 year salary. It's a lot of money. Well, people are helping out other people. If you are really in a dire situation and you're about to die and you need an organ and you don't have the money to pay for that organ, emergent in the marketplace, and we're going to talk about this in pillar number 8, the last pillar, there is market what? philanthropy, a market philanthropy, okay, via the warm glow and the cold flow, where people are gathering money together, people are putting advertisements in newspapers. They're saying, hi, my name is so-and-so, I need a kidney, I have this much time, I have 1 month left in my life. And there emerges in the marketplace philanthropic donations. And people are able, no one is dying in Iran, no one is waiting for kidneys in Iran, and no one is dying from kidney failures in Iran. People are selling, poor and rich. There's no exploitation. There's no categorical difference between who the recipients are and who the donors are. Okay, there's a proper functioning mechanism in Iran for kidneys. There's no waiting lists, and people are receiving life-saving organs much faster than we have under our system here. A market for organ sales would incentivize. I mean, think about it. Not only in the US, okay, let's say, Patil, you said exploitation earlier, but even post-mortem, you cannot sell your organs. You know what post-mortem means?
No, after you die.
After you die. I mean, if there is exploitation, where is the exploitation? I am dead. Imagine after you die, you cannot sell your organs. After that,
The last 5 minutes, everything you said is about racket. And even adoption falls in this category. It's a racket.
yeah, it is. Because they want to raise prices. Because they want to, the doctors, they want to raise prices. Because there is a wait list. You can donate. You cannot sell. Okay? If there is a market, it will increase incentives. There will be more donations. They'll increase the overall supply. It will reduce waiting times, and it would save more patients' lives. So, just to conclude, market institutions provide a better, when I say the word better, I mean it's a market emergent level of protection. Market emergent level of trade-off between taking a risk and not taking a risk. Market emergent level of trade-off between costs and benefits. All of this should be market emergent, because in the marketplace we have prices, no fees. Prices reflect subjective preferences, right? Prices reflect scarcities on the production side of the market, preferences on the consumption side of the market, and there emerges in the marketplace, right, different levels of, right, different trade-offs. And in the marketplace, because these institutions are not monopolies, there emerges multiple competing institutions, multiple assurance companies providing services of assurances, multiple companies providing, right, services of protecting your books and inventions, multiple companies providing jurisprudence, arbitration, mediation services. And when there is competition, then you have choices in the marketplace. There is variety. You get to choose which kind of security service you want to sign up with. You can choose which kind of assurance companies you want to pay for to obtain information. When there is competition, there is less corruption, nearly dormant. In the long run, it goes down to zero, right? More effective, more efficient. It aligns with our human nature, right? And when there is free voluntary exchange, not coercive exchange, the marketplace would be a harmonious environment leading to peace and prosperity in the marketplace. And that's what we call the catalactic order, the order that emerges, harmonious order that emerges in the marketplace. And that's the end of institutions. Thank you.